Hi, I'm Scott Hanselman, and I'm creating virtual machines in Microsoft Azure using my free trial. I'm going to click New, then Compute, and I can pick from any number of virtual machines as well as thousands of additional virtual machines from the Azure Marketplace. I'm going to click an Ubuntu machine. We're going to make a Linux machine and then SSH into it. We'll give it a name. I'll put in a username. I can upload a SSH public key, but I'm going to use a password for this example. I can pick in my pricing tier whatever size virtual machine I need, from really, really giant to little tiny ones. I'll pick an A1 standard. I'm using my free trial, and I'm going to hit Create, and you'll notice it says Add to Startboard. When I hit Create, that virtual machine shows up as a tile on my startboard, and it's going to take a few minutes to start up and provision itself. I can continue to do other things within Azure, creating additional resources or browsing ones that I've already created. Now, my Linux virtual machine is up now. It took a few minutes, but I fast-forwarded time. I can click on it, see its name, its IP address, the size of that virtual machine. If it had done anything yet, I could also see CPU data. Notice that the Connect button is grayed out. That's because you can't remote desktop into a Linux VM. Instead, I'm going to use SSH. If I click on All Settings, then Endpoints, you'll notice that SSH is set up mapping the external port 22 to the internal port 22. So I'm going to SSH into this name. So I've switched over into a command prompt, and I'm going to be using the Bitvice SSH client, but you can use whichever client that you like. I'll type in SSH, Scott at, the name of my virtual machine, happens to be port 22, and then I'll put in my password. And now I've SSH'd into a Linux VM running in Azure. I'll run top. You can see my RAM and my processes. And because I have full access to this machine, I'm going to run apt-get and install a better version of top, htop. Htop is installed, I'll run it, and now I'm ready to go. I can scale this virtual machine up and down, install Apache, whatever makes me happy. Creating VMs in Azure is easy, whether they are Linux VMs or Windows VMs. You can explore all the different virtual machines that you can make within the Azure portal during your free trial. Have fun.